Google rejected my Chrome extension because of security issues. Hi, I'm Jason. I'm a 45-year-old dad of two, aiming to build an app a week. My latest app, which was really just a simple Chrome extension, was rejected by Google because I asked for too many permissions. So Google's right to reject it. If you ask for permissions you don't need, that is a security issue, and that's all they're doing. They're saying you don't need all these permissions, narrow down what you're asking for. And totally agree with that. Now, I did get the permissions that I needed to ask for. They're included in a manifest.json file, and I got that from ChatGPT, which actually built the Chrome extension for me. So I went back to ChatGPT and I said, okay, I just explained it. Google rejected my extension because it requests permission to active tab. But also I didn't understand. I wanted it to explain it, but don't I need this? Not sure I understand. So I didn't just want ChatGPT to fix this. I wanted to understand what was going wrong here. I thought that was quite important because I'm trying to learn and upskill myself, not just get LLMs to do all my work for me. Although, yes, that's nice, but also I need to understand what's going on. So it rewrote the technical specification, not rewrote it, it updated it, it made some small changes to remove this active tab permission from the manifest. And that means there's no permissions, special permissions required. Okay, but they didn't quite tell me why though, what was going on. So I actually thought it needed active tab to work. And what it's saying is no, that we're going at this another way, that because we're doing this host matching, because we're looking at the URLs and then injecting a content script, we don't also need active tab, which is sort of this additional thing. And it explains when I'd need active tabs. If I was planning to do something like this, then I would need it. Okay, I kind of get that. I'm a little bit unsure because my script is responding. It is inserting an on-click, if you like. So I find that a bit strange, but I think this is saying something else. This is about if it's clicking on my extension or dealing with that. So I think I understand what's going on here. And I think there is another way of doing this, which is to not request the all URLs, which Google seems to be a bit sensitive about, and maybe only request active tab, and maybe that would also be a way of doing about it. But I'm not sure if I've fully got if it would be better to do it that way. So I'm going to kind of trust this way of doing it and see if it works. So I've loaded it into my home extensions, which you can just do, and I have a little test just to check it works. So sorry, I should say I've updated it first per ChatGPT. So I've used ChatGPT's new manifest.json, and I've changed this here. And I'm just testing on this table, and it still works. It does still seem to work, at least when I load it manually into the browser. Now we need to submit it. So I've done the new package, and what we see in the permissions is that actually the other permission, there was a permission for active tab, a justification, that's gone, and it's just left with the all URLs permission, which is in there, and it is actually flagging. Look, that's going to need an in-depth review. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if it does need that, and let's see if they reject because of this permission. I'll then probably have to go the route of removing this permission and putting active tab back in. But let's see if we can make it work like this. So I'm going to click submit for review. Wish me luck. Okay, I hope it works. Yeah, I meant to say, that's right. Hit subscribe, please, and like for more videos like this.